Yo, YouTube, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Q, back at y'all with another video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Y'all know the vibes, man. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. This is my second time recording this video, man. My OBS been tripping, dog. But we gotta talk about Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson, man. A few days ago, because I know I'm late on this topic, but a few days ago, the New York Knicks won the NBA Cup, which, in my honest opinion, I think the NBA Cup is stupid, but whatever. Um, but they just won the NBA Cup against the San Antonio Spurs, and as they were celebrating on national television, Josh Hart decided he wanted to violate Jalen Brunson, and it's made waves throughout the entire media. And we just gotta get on here and talk about this situation, man, because I think it's kind of wild. Me personally, I've never known Josh Hart to, swing that way. You know what I mean? But I'm not in the New York Knicks locker room. You know what I mean? So I have no idea what's going on in that locker room per se. You know what I mean? None of us do. Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart, I believe they do go way back, like Cadillacs. They was playing together in college for Villanova, for Jay Wright, and I think they won a national championship over there too. And they're like really really close. So I don't necessarily know how close their relationship is. Obviously, it's got to be this close if if he was comfortable enough to do that to him on national TV. But without further ado, man, let's just get into the videos and we'll figure out what the hell really going on here, man. Lego. Whoa. Whoa. Pause. You see this man's face after he did that? That looks like the face of a man that's done that before. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. These dudes just hee hee ha ha in the background. Honestly, man, he turned around so fast. He turned around so fast. But honestly, bro, Jalen Brunson might be used to him doing that shit behind the scenes, because a normal man would have probably punched this dude in the face. I ain't gonna lie, because I've seen people get punched in the face for doing way less. If y'all could remember back when Draymond Green punched the shit out of Jordan Poole just for talking shit, let alone doing something like this. This is a violation, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. And we've seen NBA superstars get, suspended and fined and stuff like that. I don't think anything happened to Josh Hart after he did this. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of raises a lot of eyebrows. It's like, what kind of agenda is the NBA really really pushing here? Because uh just I think, was it last year or 2 years ago? One of them years, man. Cam Thomas got on the camera and he said no homo, and he got suspended for damn near the entire rest of that season. And the same thing with LaMelo Ball too. When LaMelo Ball said no homo, and then he got fined a whole bunch of money. But Josh Hart can stick his thumb up Jalen Brunson's butt on some future shit. I ain't got no time for no slut. I'm gonna put my thumb in your butt, and nothing happens to him. That's kind of crazy. It's a little insane, man. It's a little insane. But now that we've seen that video, let's keep going to see what else happened. Also, Josh Hart commented. This is what he commented. He just thinks it's a one big joke. You know what I mean? He thinks it's one big joke. You know what I'm saying? So he don't really give a damn. But that's a little wild, man. I ain't gonna lie. L friend, Josh Hart. Josh Hart, you are a L friend, my boy, for what you did. That's a L friend. L friend. L friend, man. L friend. Hey, yo. People on the internet are wild. People on the internet are crazy.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna say Josh. You know, he's been a pretty terrible friend as of recently, but I'm gonna say Josh.
Thumbs up to that.
Whoa.
Thank you, Jalen.
Whoa. See, this is what I'm saying, bro. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm saying, man. This could have all been planned. This could have all been planned out, man, because looking at this interview, man, and a lot of these jokes be subliminals, y'all. A lot of these jokes be sublim. Cause why would the reporter say that? Cause that's sexual harassment, man.
I'm gonna say Josh. Unfortunately, I'm gonna say Josh. You know, he's been a pretty terrible friend as of recently, but I'm gonna say Josh.
Thumbs up to that. Thank you, Jalen.
Thumbs up to that is fucking crazy, bro.
I'm putting you on the spot.
Josh. I'm gonna say Josh. Unfortunately, I'm gonna say Josh. You know, he's been a pretty terrible friend as of recently, but I'm gonna say Josh.
Thumbs up to that. Thank you, Jalen.
All right, yo. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, he got mad. That's what I'm saying, bro. He got mad. I think it's because he know that he was on national TV and Josh Hart didn't give a fuck. But I low-key think Jalen Brunson and him got something going on the low, man. I ain't going to say too much about it. I'm going to just leave it at that. But I think him and Josh Hart might have a thing. They might have a thing.
Y'all celebrating? Like, yo. What is? Yo.
That's diabolical, bro.
Yo, it was the little sound. What the hell?
Yeah.
Just said,
That was indecent harassment.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Thank you. That's what I'm saying, bro. So why isn't this dude facing any suspensions or any fines? We can see the agenda y'all are pushing, man. Y'all are fine with dudes sticking they thumbs up other dudes' butts. But when a dude says no homo, y'all have a problem with it. I don't understand the double standard here. I don't understand it. I don't get it at all. What is this? What does this have to do with basketball? We shouldn't even be sitting here having this conversation, honestly.
That was wild.
Yo, he just harassed Brunson indecently
Nah, that's wild.
for the world to see.
That's not no New York shit. I'll tell you that.
That's not no New York shit. Look at this dude. Cheesing, laughing, grinning. This dude, he don't care, bro. Man.
Yo, that's not the first time they did that. If you that confident to do it,
Thank you, Jalen Brown. I'm glad me and you are on the same page when it comes to this shit because there's no way it was his first time doing that to him. No way.
on the stage, yo, that shit has happened before, gang.
What you said, T?
I'm just asking questions. This is
I'm just asking.
y'all celebrating?
Man, Josh Hart, you got some explaining to do, man. Thumbs up to that. That is crazy, bro.
Yeah, Do me a favor, can you say something nice to America for once about Jalen? Just one time for us.
Yeah, he is an exceptional basketball player, a very ethical basketball player, and love being his teammate.
Do me a favor, can you say?
I don't know what that means, but whatever. Let's keep going, man.
You know.
inch for inch, I think he's probably the best one.
Wild.
Answer honestly. When you factor in his height and not the most athletic,
Jesus.
you've said it. You've said
You
it.
didn't have to say it though.
How many guys in the NBA do you think score the basketball better than he does?
Probably not many. He's barely 6 foot guard.
This is your fault.
Not physically impressive, not athletic, but he's able to manipulate, defense. Obviously, big head, so he has a big brain.
Wow.
He's able to, figure out those angles and find himself.
What is so funny, bro? Like, you see this dude's face when he talking about him? I think he like him, low-key. He got a little crush on Jalen Brunson.
In positions to be successful, so, inch for inch, I think he's probably the best.
Pause. And you see how he's smiling when he said that shit? Bro. Josh Hart, you got some explaining to do, my boy. What the fuck is so funny, bro? These niggas, man, these dudes, they got something going on between them. I'm convinced they got something going on between them. Has a big head, hence a big brain too. Jalen is inch for inch the best player in the league. Man, I don't know, bro. Whole lot of pause moments. I can't believe he did that shit. Whole lot of pausing, man. Whole lot of pausing. But like I said, though, I think that Josh Hart and this dude, they got something going on, bro. Because let me go back to the one video I seen when the reporter said thumbs up to Jalen Brunson, and it's just like it's the way he reacted to this.
Josh. I'm gonna say Josh. Unfortunately, I'm gonna say Josh. He's been a pretty terrible friend as of recently, but I'm gonna say Josh.
Thumbs up to that. Thank you, Jalen. Mike?
All right, Alan. Yeah, man. If he was really that upset about that shit, he wouldn't have smiled and pointed at the reporter after the reporter made a joke like that. So, in my honest opinion, I think that this is something that goes on pretty frequently in the New York Knicks' locker room, unfortunately. Now, Josh Hart, should he be suspended for what he did? Absolutely, man. I think it was out of line. And I just think that if you're the NBA, and I think the NBA, they really, really pride themselves on, family-friendly content. That's not friendly family content, man. We have to deal with a lot of agendas, man, when it comes to watching sports nowadays in 2025. The NBA, the NFL, you name it, they're all doing the same stuff, man. You got guys like Caleb Williams painting his nails, throwing game-winning touchdown passes. You got Jared McCain having Sally Hansen contract nails and stuff like that. And, the NBA is not, the NBA, the NFL, they're not really hiding it anymore, man. Like I just told you guys earlier. Guys say no homo, guys is getting fined. But a guy can stick his thumb up somebody's you-know-what, and nothing's happening to him. I didn't hear nothing about him getting suspended. I didn't hear anything. Nothing was going to happen to Josh Hart for what he did, man, because the NBA approves of this type of behavior, man. They approve of it, man. And seeing stuff like this, man, in 4K, it makes you not want to send your kids to the league, man. You got a bunch of Jared McCains and Josh Harts running around your locker rooms, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, I just think this was uncalled for. Josh Hart, you are an L friend for what you did to Jalen Brunson. But at the same time, though, man, this could have been a humiliation ritual, man. So don't be surprised if the New York Knicks ends up winning the championship this year, man. That's all I'm going to say, okay? But Y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, man. Y'all know the vibes. And y'all let me know how y'all feel about Josh Hart, violating Jalen Brunson, man. I thought it was kind of crazy, man. Leave it in the comments. We'll have a discussion about it. Other than that, man, I'm out, man. Peace.